Why? I think.
Wrong one.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
We were so close. We were so close to a good intro.
I hit the music without the video. My bad.
Well,
That works.
you know what? Welcome back, everybody, to a beautiful Tuesday evening here with Drinks and Toys. As always, I am joined by, we're missing one, but two other favorite counterparts. We are here with Wheezy. How you doing?
Fucking amazing. How are you doing, brother?
Very good. Very awesome. Very happy. And Psycho, first day of school jitters. How are you doing, man?
Amazingly tired, but I'm here.
So if you are in one of Psycho's classes, I wish you the best. But welcome back, everybody. Listen, we've there's so many things, man. We had all the Comic-Con talk. We've had all of the junk that came out of Comic-Con. We've had pickups. We've had Target. We've had Walmart. We have people.
I still got more pickups.
Weezy's got I got pickups. I mean, it's just, we're a nightmare. I don't know. We've got lots of things going on, but we're going to have a great night tonight. Lots to talk about. And hopefully you guys are on board. The more you talk, the more we stay. And we enjoy it. It's always a good time. Joe, clown music's never new, brother. That's always been the thing. We just haven't had it on for a while because we used to do pre-recordings, and now we figured out how to do it live.
Joe's not an OG.
That's true. He's not wrong. I was trying to see if anybody saw us on other platforms. Danny, if you're out there, I did text you. Let me know, girl. Are we showing up in the other platforms? She said we were. Hopefully we get a notification. But, so, hopefully Johnny's good. His medication and whatnot. Guys, I'm just going to put it out there without putting his business out there. A lot of you ask me, hey, what's going on with Johnny? Is he okay? This, that, whatever. He's got medical things. He's good. I promise you, but he does take medication that kind of takes him out and messes him up, and then he's got to do a lot of physical therapy, which, quite frankly, guys, kicks his ass. So we don't pressure him. If he can join, awesome. If he cannot, we do not hold him against him. We miss Johnny. We hope he comes back, but just take that for what it is, guys. You can message him on the back burner, but he is still part of us. He's doing his thing. Danny, I got it on YouTube, but I didn't see it on others, but that could also just be my settings. All right, cool. Thank you, Danny. Appreciate you, as always, my dear. So pickups, man. Chris, you want to go first, or?
I got this damn Jason.
Oh, that's the Savini one?
Yeah.
That's
This
fucking
thing is-
dope.
Yeah,
I
this
need
thing.
to get that, and I didn't get it.
So I got that one. And then I also got Santa Ghostface.
I got no desire. That and the Santa art, I don't care.
So Santa art makes sense because that's at least from the movie, correct? Like the third movie, he dresses in that outfit, whatever. This is just a thing, just like they're doing the Santa Leatherface.
Yeah.
But
Trash.
excuse me,
Trash. I'm sorry. Trash.
Hey, possibly. But the problem I have is that I just have a bunch of like random Santa Claus type stuff. Like I have Krampuses and like a McFarlane Twisted Christmas Santa Claus. I have a bunch of Santa Clauses I've never really noticed till the past year and a half. So
You
I
have
was
a
like,
Twisted Christmas Santa?
yeah.
Shit. Okay.
You never seen this thing?
No, is it like you say Twisted Christmas? Is it what the hell was that toy line way back when from McFarlane we always talk about?
Yeah. Is it the Twisted lines? Twisted Fairy Tales and Twisted all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Twisted, it's a Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus, Reindeer, Jack Frost, and Frosty the
yeah.
Snowman. But yeah, so I've got those. I'm like, I have a crap load of Christmas stuff. So now, Christmas Gremlin, because, it happens in the movie. So I was like, oh, Christmas Ghostface and Christmas Leatherface. I'm just going to have a crap load of Santa Clauses. And when Christmas comes out, they're going to be out part of the display.
Is it clauses or claws?
Claus is, because there's multiples of different people.
Is it like mice versus mices, which isn't right, or moose versus mooses? Is it claws or clauses? Psycho? Of all people, Psycho?
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically either would be acceptable.
This is the one thing we've got for tonight. That's a debate.
But yeah, so I got those. But part of my Savini order was supposed to be the Archie Leatherhead from NECA. And the box that came in only had the goddamn Savini Jason. Wasn't even big enough for the Leatherhead. So they screwed me on that. I hit a button on Target's app that said item not received, and they've already sent me out a replacement, which is cool right
Nice.
away. But so he should be here within the next day or two.
So
Oh, and also I got this.
Hold on, before you take off too fast, give a little bit shout to Rocket Man Chris. Chris, man, again, yeah, thank you, man. Check us out on Spotify and a bunch of other platforms. Apparently, you got to thank Wheezy for that. But definitely Spotify, we are there after the fact. You can listen to us there. It's way more fun to listen to us than to watch us. Don't know why. I enjoy it more. But Chris, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, then I also got this damn thing. Marvel Legends Deadpool.
I kept passing on that.
So the only reason I got it was because I was trying to order like some type of brush for the wife.
Yeah.
But I had to have $35 or more to have it shipped.
Free shipping.
Like they wouldn't let me
That
pay
was
like
your go-to?
well, no, because like they wouldn't let me do like $8 to ship it. Like they wouldn't let me ship it by itself. Like you have to have $30 or more. I'm like, well, then fuck it. I'm gonna buy this. This is a 40, and I plan on just returning it because I just needed the fucking brush for the wife. But the longer I look at it, I'm like, it's got like the adamantium fucking forearms with the Wolverine claws, the fucking Wolverine skull, dog pool. And I'm like, man, I might keep it, but as of right now, the plan is to just return this bitch.
And how much was it?
$39. Like that's insane for $40.
Damn, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Marvel, you're fucking up. $40 for a Legends figure? God damn. Woo,
It's all-
goddamn.
It's all the Wolverine skeleton parts that are all metally.
I'm gonna go back to we don't need accessories.
And the ugly ass dog pool.
What if we just want Deadpools?
But he's wearing the fucking claws. You can't really tell, but he's wearing like Wolverine's forearms that he attaches to himself when
Yeah.
he dances
No, I
bye
remember.
bye bye.
Look, the movie is phenomenal. It's hilarious. They do a fantastic job against like going across the universes. That could be a whole watch video in itself. But yeah, no, I don't care any shits about the figures. That does nothing for me.
But that's it for my gets this week, I believe.
Psycho, you got anything before I dive in?
I don't have it in the room to show you, but I picked up the X-Files Lego. I ordered that because I really liked that show, so I have that. I got Chris's birthday gift that I ordered weeks ago finally came in. So I'm excited that I will eventually be able to give that to him, and it's something he should really enjoy.
She's still breathing. Took her out of the box.
It's
She's
not a
good.
person. It's not a person.
No, it's a love bot.
No, it's not.
After watching Companion this last weekend, I'm in.
No, it is
I
not.
haven't seen that one yet.
By the end of it, I'm like, I want my own beep boop.
This
Did you get the
weekend,
Beep Boop
I'm trying to.
reference?
This weekend, there's like 4 movies I'm trying to watch: Companion, Obsession, Back Rooms, and the Pinocchio one.
Okay, so I hate you because all 3 of those I want to watch. I saw Companion, but the other 3 I absolutely want to watch because first of all, of all people, my kids, Dad, you gotta watch Back Rooms. I'm like, you're fucking 12. What do you mean I gotta watch Back Rooms?
It started as a YouTube thing, so they may be familiar with it from that already.
Yeah, I've got to see them. Either way, I don't know what I'm gonna watch this weekend, but I can tell you that Pinocchio looks crazy, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it an awesome score. And Companion was good. Companion's good because when you watch it, and I watched it with Rebel Girl. When you watch
I did see that though.
it's one of those movies that like it's a little campy, like campy.
That's the one that has with Jack Quaid, right? With Dennis Quaid's son.
Yes.
Yes, I think I did see that.
She
already.
said he's from The Boys. I never watched The Boys. I
Yeah,
watched the
he's-
first 2 episodes like 4 times. That's it.
So good.
I can't watch it. I have no desire. But
Sorry, you don't like
pickups.
good TV.
Well, I say pickups, but that may be on. I do have that. The Blocky, it's for sale. This sounds terrible. It's like a shameless plug. And then Nightwing, of course. Never. Yeah, I would never. But the Batman Beyond is definitely one of those. Is for unless he wants them both, are for Psycho in all his curvaceous glory. And then I did get some Robotech that I'm super happy about. Straight out, and I mean straight out of Japan, like shipping and all.
Box is upside down.
No, it's not. Look at it real closely.
Yeah, but all the letters are upside down.
I understand that. It's the imaging. So
Yeah,
straight out of Japan, though. Super fucking cool. And then look at this motherfucker. Well, you don't know, but this is Robotech also. But it's the VT102 with the little Min-Man. It's fucking cool. If you know Robotech, it's rad. And then I also... What else? I finished my... This is the book, but I finished this model.
Okay.
You guys all saw that. That thing was fucking cool. Light up lights and everything. I did get the Mondo Undercover Turtles. I didn't show you guys that. Damn it.
we know how much you like the dong, Tony, and our fans know it too.
Jesus Christ. The Mondo Undercover Turtles, if you guys don't know, the original Mondos you could buy of the brothers are larger. Not by much, but it's like a good, like probably half inch, inch and a half or something, or a half inch, 1 inch. So like not quite a full White Tiger Zord in measurement.
That's what we call
it's kind of wild. Like, what'd you say?
That's what we call a callback.
Yeah. So I'm not letting that one go. I think it's hilarious. So I'm like, baby, it's like 3 White Tiger Zords. Get off me. So
Or get on it.
Yeah,
Whichever.
wouldn't you say get on it?
Or get off it, either one. I don't know. Like, you know, babe, it's like 3 White Tiger Zords. Come on, let's be real. You can't handle that. So I was going to say something, but I had to leave it alone. It was real dark and real bad, and only one person would have got it. But yeah, so like when you have the original brothers, they're like bigger than the undercover set. So if you didn't get it, you missed out. Where's the Slash is badass. Hold on. I don't know if I can even show you guys this like clearly in the image, but this thing is fucking sick.
That is cool.
Can you even see the colors, really?
Yeah.
Not fully, but I've seen it, and yeah, that thing's amazing.
Oh my god, man. This thing came in and I was like, holy shit.
That's one of those things, Tony. Like, I get it. The box, the packaging looks great. I know you're very much a box collector, but bro, that thing out of the box really steps up how great it is.
Yeah, it's fucking dope. Danny,
So
thank you, girl. I just wanted to make sure I really appreciate it.
Open it.
Fuck that. I'm not opening it. What are you, new?
No, but it looks better opened.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But those are my pickups. I did get the pre-notification. Psycho, you'll like this one for Bingo Toys for the next piece of Computron.
Okay.
It is Afterburner, the motorcycle. Oh my god, he looks so good. And then I got all but the last piece of Magic Square Computron, the Legend Scale. Waiting for him to come in, the very last piece, which is ironically Afterburner. But yeah, he's adorable. Like so many people have shown him. It's really fucking cool.
Did you see pictures of the guy who won the cosplay contest at TFCon this year?
Was he dressed as the Megatron from Beast Wars?
No, he was dressed as... That was from a couple years ago. It was a different guy, and he was dressed as Tigatron. Like, he made the whole Tigatron costume. It looked awesome.
Like in white with all the...
Yep.
No, I didn't see it, man.
It was awesome.
If you can find it, share that shit. That sounds dope.
Let's see.
So, in any case, so Wheezy, we were talking earlier, man, before Psycho joined on, about some topics. And there are a couple small things, nothing crazy. And then... the last major topic was, yes.
No, so if you're talking about one of our viewers had brought up just
that's what it was.
A request, a request or an idea, just, giving ideas for the show. And he's a newer viewer. So we have kind of done an episode like this before in the past. And we've had episodes where it kind of just veers off into these types of discussions. But he was just kind of curious about what kind of information or advice we have for new collectors, somebody who's really just thinking about starting, what they could watch out for, the ups, the downs, things that we've learned over our 20 plus years of collecting dumb shit. And I think the reason for him to ask is because he had messaged me some pictures of like the NECA Batarang and the NECA utility belt that are currently being found in Ross. And I was like, oh, you're out Ross shopping. And he sent me a bunch of pictures of turtles and stuff. And he's like, man, that he was saying that the utility belt is like that was hard not to purchase. So I'm like, oh, you're careful. It's addicting. You buy that shit, it's a downward deal. He's like, you know what, that'd be a good episode. Like, why don't you do this? So I think he's trying not to collect, but I think it's the bugs hitting him, maybe just from watching our shit. But
So, first thing I'll start off with is
don't do it.
so ramen toys. Again, I'm not bad mouthing him. Holy shit.
He went full green face. I feel like that's wrong.
Holy shit, man. No, that's a lot of effort. Is he wearing New Balance? I'm just kidding. No, Psycho knows. Like I'm being funny, but Psycho's like in the same brain as I am going, that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Especially the face sculpt. I can't find the picture that I saw a couple days ago, but it shows the guy, like, the face sculpt is perfect. So,
Well, I'm going to face sculpt myself into Breaking the Seal. I'll be right back. And that's part of the podcast. So those of you on Spotify, I have to pee. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. In that meantime, Chris, if you want to start talking about collecting with Psycho, we can't have dead air. Come on now.
Well, the podcast cuts out dead air on its own, so don't worry about it.
I'll be right back.
if you watch horror movies, you should never say that.
He doesn't really watch horror movies. He pretends he does. So, yeah, I mean, I know Tony had a few other things he wanted to discuss today, like with ramen toys and all that. So I didn't know if we were going to kind of hold off on the collector advice for later, if you wanted to do it early. But my biggest thing, and I've mentioned this on several shows, is that if you're going to collect something, first of all, just make sure it's something that you actually give a shit about and take the time to actually learn about what you're collecting, right? Like, I've never understood these collectors who just buy random stuff that they don't know anything about. And you're just like, oh, okay. Like, I understand if, like, oh, something looks cool, because I've bought stuff that I'm just like, hey, that just looks fucking cool, and buy it. But then when I get home, I look into it. Like, what did I buy? And I look in deeper, see if there's more to it, what it is. You know what I mean? I don't just have a random thing on my shelf and be like, I have no idea what the hell that is. That just looks cool. Like, no. If I buy it because it looks cool, I'll still learn at least what the hell I'm doing, right? Like, and I think a lot of collectors don't actually learn or care to learn or study, research, whatever, the stuff that they want to collect.
Yeah. No.
That's a good call. It's a good comment, man. So here's the thing, right? So a lot of, like, we talk about this all the time, but a lot of collectors, and let's quote that, started during COVID. They were getting stimmy checks. They had this money they didn't have before. They didn't know what else to do. And so what happened? Things like Funko Pops got real popular during that age. And whoever came up with that idea is a fucking genius, because it was short-lived, but they made millions of dollars during that time. So Funko Pops, and of course NECA, those brands, what have you, it always looked like there's not enough to feed the frenzy. Well, there's not enough to feed the idiots who have money and have nothing else to do with it. That's all it is. So, which could have been the rise and demise ultimately of NECA. But yeah, so as far as collectors, hold on. So as far as collectors,
what the fuck happened?
Hold on, bitch. So as far as collectors are concerned, I think it's hard to say what a true collector is. I will say this. You have people that appreciate certain aspects of whatever their particular obsession is, right? Whether it be a comic book, whether it be a Funko Pop, whether it be a car, whether it be, vintage furniture. It could be so many different things. And people have to not, try to narrow it down to say, oh, it's got to be a toy, or it's got to be, an item of that genre. It doesn't have to be. You have collectors that are collectors of weird things like plants. I collect pins, or I collect T-shirts, or whatever it is.
I've got quite the keychain collection from as a child. My grandmother always bought me keychains. I've got a fucking shit ton of them.
It's an item of interest. And so I would think, in regards to the person who made a comment, they're probably focusing on toys, if we had to be realistic.
Well, because they're on our show, so most likely at least something along the pop culture line.
Correct. So I would say to them something along these lines of, there is no perfect way to start collecting, and the best thing you can do is to gravitate towards something that means something to you. and not because others are doing it. Don't
Hey,
fall into
Gustavo.
the follower popularity of these must be worth money because people are doing it. It should be something you care about
Yeah.
and something you want. And I actually, so I'll give you guys a perfect example. You know, when I, way back when, Voltron, Robotech, Turtles, that was always my thing. It's still my thing now, but that was always my thing, right? I didn't know they had horror toys back then. For me, horror toy, and I'm talking like early teens, right? For me, horror toys were, oh, they make Spawn.
Fair.
That's what I thought was a horror toy, right? Back in the 90s.
Well, back then, that's what it was. They didn't make horror toys.
Well, like kind of my point though, like I didn't know there was anything of anything other than Spawn.
Yeah.
Like,
And
like
so-
you could go back, you could find like a Freddy Krueger talking doll from the 80s, right? Like random one-offs, but there was no toy line.
Skeleton Warriors, right? You're doing Skeleton Warriors now, Weez. So that was something I was telling you guys that came out when I was 15, 16 years old. And I'm like, oh, these are really cool. I'm not going to buy them, but I like that idea. I like that because I liked horror movies. So I like the skeleton. I like this creepiness of it.
It just reminds me of like the Army of Darkness. That's all it did.
It really does. And it's an awesome line. And I'm trying so hard not to do it because I'm an idiot and I will go to extremes to buy everything carded, boxed, sealed bullshit.
But to be fair, that's not a lot.
And I won't enjoy the line like you guys are enjoying it like I should. That's real. So, but in any case, so I would encourage any collector who's just starting out, buy what makes you happy. And I know it sounds stupid and sounds cliche, but it's true. What makes you happy in your heart, man? Like, what's cool? What's something that you're like, man, I remember that. That's neat. I dig this, whatever. Are you buying that because of that? Or are you buying it because you're going, man, in 10 years, I'm going to be able to sell this? Well, then you're buying it for the wrong fucking reason.
True.
That's stupid.
So you have that, and then like I was saying with like the knowledge, right? So just to pull a toy line out that I know all three of us do collect or we have stuff of, Turtles.
Burger
So
King.
you
Yeah.
want to do vintage
Wait, what?
Turtles. You have a
Okay.
couple of those, right?
I got one or two, yeah.
Yeah. So say you want to do vintage Turtles. And as somebody who's just getting into it, you want to learn about what you're doing. Because if not, you're going to be spending, you're going to be like, oh, I can get the Four Brothers for $50, but it winds up being a reissue that's only worth $5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you want to make sure that you know that you learn the avenue. You don't have to learn every detail of the cartoon or the franchise. But at least if you're going to start buying into this stuff, you need to at least start learning what the values are or what the proper ones are. So you're not getting the re-releases versus what the actual vintage ones are. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, these collectors, like, they need to learn that because you see eBay and Facebook groups, people get scammed left and right from people selling false bullshit to them. And then they come in crying like, oh, what are I? Because you didn't, if you look at it, it's obvious that that's not a real item. That's not the right thing. Like, I saw one recently. It was a Predator figure, and it's titled NECA yada yada very rare, but it's clearly a McFarlane. Like, it's 100 that you can't miss it unless you don't know what you're doing. Then you're going to assume, oh, it's a Predator figure from NECA. They're making, and then you're going to buy some shit. It's going to fall apart when you breathe on it because it's an old McFarlane toy, and then you're going to get screwed. You need to learn what you're doing.
So,
knowledge is power when you're collecting.
Go ahead, second.
I think before you start collecting anything, while everything that Tony and Chris said is absolutely true, before you collect anything, you need to figure out who you are, right, and what you like. Because the thing is, what are you trying to take from all this, right? Like, are you like Tony, where you're going to buy these figures, but you're never going to open them, right? Are you like me, where once you start a line, you have to get everything in that line,
Also,
right? And so it's kind of like, I can't pick and choose. Once I've started something, I have to see it through to the end, or it drives me crazy, and that can get expensive. And then the other thing, and this is something that I can talk about personally, you have to be honest with yourself, right? So I love Legos, and when the MCU started making Lego sets, I bought every single set. And at first I was like, oh, this is going to be fine, right? Eventually I'm going to put them all together. And then by the time the original Marvel Universe was kind of wrapping up with Endgame, there were over 100 sets from the MCU movies. I had a closet in my home in South Florida filled with nothing but the MCU Lego sets Some of them were very large, some of them were smaller, but where the Avengers movie had 3 sets, right? The original Avengers movie. Avengers Endgame had 9 sets. And it just kept increasing to the point where I had to have a conversation with myself. Nothing that I did with my career being what it is was ever going to allow me the space to set all those sets up together the way I had envisioned. And once I was able to admit that to myself, I ended up letting the sets go because they were never going to do what I wanted them to do, right? And I think that a lot of times, like Tony said, collectors get into it maybe for the wrong reason. They want to hold on to it because they like the way it looks, but they're not planning to keep it. They're planning to resell it. But I also think that sometimes people aren't honest with themselves. Right? Like, oh, I'm going to do this big thing. Well, do you have the space to do that big thing? Do you have the money to kind of keep all this stuff going? And I think that's something people don't think about.
So just to piggyback off of that.
I agree with that Ego comment, by the way.
Just to answer this real quick. No, I have not seen the bust by Deep Tales. Send it to me, Goose, so I can check it out. Send me a picture of it or a link. So yeah, and this information is advice that I fight with myself still to this day to try and follow, right? But you need to, as a collector, you need to set rules for yourself.
Boundaries.
Exactly.
That you're not going to cross, for sure. Yeah.
Like right up here, this is all my Marvel Legends. Originally, I was only buying MCU characters. That's all I wanted was MCU. And then when they started making the original X-Men for like the Jim Lee style X-Men from the original cartoon series, I'm like, that's all I want. But the next thing you knew, half my shelf was all Spider-Man, symbiotes, and shit that I didn't care about because I just lost track. I didn't follow my own rules. You know what I mean? So you need to really set rules for yourself and do your best to abide by them as good as you can.
Yes.
So now I'm selling off all my symbiotes, Spider-Man shit. I'm getting rid of all of them. Keeping my MCUs, and up here with the MCU is like the X-Men from the cartoon and things related to that world. But you need to set guidelines and boundaries on what you're doing. Because if not, you'll get a whole house full of boxes on the wall.
There it is. There it is.
Curiosity. Are you keeping your Spider-Man MCU figures or are you getting rid of those too?
No, MCU stays.
But
I've got all the Spider-Man here, and I've got one Spider-Man laying down on top of the Ghostbuster house up there.
Because I remember, I think that you bought the like Spider-Man Homecoming sets, so you get Spider-Man and then build the Vulture. If I remember correctly, that was something that you did. And I think that you got the Green Goblin and Doc Ock from the No Way Home, and yeah. But those you're keeping.
Yeah, those I'm keeping because it's all MCU stuff I'm keeping.
So was that a Build-A-Fig from the Miles Morales thing or no?
What?
I don't fucking remember.
What?
The Vulture. I was curious.
No, the Vulture was from the very first movie, Spider-Man Homecoming. If you bought all the figures that were released in that wave, they built the Vulture.
His wings.
The giant wings.
Yeah, he was a figure, but you had to buy the whole set and they built his wings.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember that from the movie, though.
What?
I don't remember the Vulture from the movie.
It was Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was the Vulture in the first movie.
Yeah,
I totally forgot that.
He's played a winged animal person 3 times now.
Batman, Birdman, Vulture.
Harvey Birdman?
No.
Oh, that would have been good. Turn it off. Sorry.
I don't even remember what the figures were in that wave. I remember that I bought all of them.
Yeah, I don't remember which
I ended up returning them because I just decided I didn't need to buy all of those.
But yeah. So MCU stuff, but yeah, you have to set guidelines to what you're doing, or else it's quickly to fall off the deep end and then start buying shit. Like you see people with like pops. Somebody starts buying a pop, the next thing you know, they have 12,000 pops. And it's like, shit.
Or for Rebel Bowl, you have 1,760 something.
Right. Like here, I think I can go through the closet over there and I could probably have 5 pops. It's like Tasmanian Devil and then like a dinosaur and Nala from Lion King because my dog's name is like, I got rid of all my other pops because it was that fucking problem. Like, no, you have to set boundaries for yourself. It's okay to break your rules once in a while, maybe start something new, but you still need to be responsible and set boundaries.
Okay, so the Spider-Man Homecoming wave of Marvel Legends was Spider-Man in the upgraded suit, Spider-Man in the homemade suit, Vulture, and then the other figures were Moon Knight, Beetle, Tombstone, and Cosmic Spider-Man.
Holy shit! What was the Moon Knight?
The Moon Knight was not the live-action Moon Knight.
It was a comic book Moon Knight.
It was a comic book Moon Knight.
I might have it. So Marvel Legends figure though.
Yeah.
Okay, I have.
So
two
I don't know
Marvel
if I
Legends
bought the
Moon
whole
Knights.
wave or if I went online and bought the missing parts I needed to finish the wave.
Well, apparently Marvel released a couple of years ago. They re-released that Vulture figure from the line with the Build-A-Figure wings all as one package.
Yeah, they keep doing that too. That is pretty funny.
These apparently, whatever I forwarded it to you from Gus, he wants you to see something about that Predator figure.
All right, I'll check it out in a few minutes because if I go, my network gets all screwy if I switch Windows.
I just
French
wish that Hot Toys had actually made the Vulture figure that they've talked about 4 times and actually showed pictures of and then never released it.
Listen,
No,
if I can get a Hot Toys, we already have Venom, we have Carnage, right? We have Spider-Man. Give me a goddamn Green Goblin and Hobgoblin.
You want the comic version Hobgoblin and Green.
I want fucking 1990s Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, so yes, comic book, essentially.
Well, I mean, so we don't have a Venom and Carnage comic book Hot Toy. We have a Venom comic book Hot Toy.
Well, we have Venom, whatever the game was, and then, or not Venom. Yeah, we have Venom, whatever the game was, and then we have Venom Carnage from the movie.
And then you have a Venom that they released that was based on the comic book. It came out after the movie one. It looks badass. It is
Hot
also
Toys
big.
or it's Mondo?
No, it's Hot Toys.
Okay.
I'll see if I can find a picture of it.
But I don't want Joe's comment to go ignored because it is funny that
He sucks.
no, that every time that when Michael Keaton and Tom Holland would get close on set or they would fight, Keaton would whisper in his ear, "I'm Batman,"
And that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Apparently, he tells that to everybody that meets him. Right? If you see Michael Keaton on the street and you ask to take a picture, he's like, "I'm Batman." He just every time he can say it, he says.
I mean, dude, that guy. I don't care. I'd rather he whispered in my ear and went, "I'm Mr. Mom," and I'd be like, "Okay, oh my god, that's awesome," because I love the movie. But I have tried so hard not to go back and buy the Carnage and the Venom on Mondo Toys because I have a feeling, and the Spider-Man, because I'm waiting for them to make the other characters from the 90s, Amazing Spider-Man show.
Yeah. I would like to apologize in advance, Tony, for what I'm about to do.
He's whipping it out, folks.
No.
Zoom in.
Zoom out,
If you're in his class, don't look. Shit.
That is the comic book Venom that Hot Toys put out almost 2 years ago now. But it is incredibly badass. And when you see it in person, it's fantastic.
It's like my penis. If you're listening on Spotify, it is exactly like my penis.
If you're watching live and seeing the image, it's exactly like his penis.
Guys, it is 3 white Tiger Zords deep. I'm just throwing that out there. But it's the legend scale, so they're like 14 inches each.
It's all about the girth. It's okay. So
42 inches.
Anyway. God damn it.
This is why the show doesn't get anywhere.
Anyhow, that's the Venom that I was talking about. Allegedly, we are going to get a Carnage sometime soon.
Sorry.
But
I just want everybody to know I pay $400 and something a year for us to publicly say things like penis.
Apparently my brother
paid back for it.
Apparently my brother wants you to show it so you can prove it now.
Well, we're not monetized yet, so let's do this, boys. Now I wish I had a big fake one I could just go.
So what NECA King is going on. Welcome NECA King, by the way. Saying that NECA lost the T license, they thinks they should do an O.J. Simpson trial on the figures. First of all, they didn't lose the fucking license, but yes.
So what, a bloody glove, and then he's like, I got away.
A glove that's too small because you have to acquit. But yeah, no.
Too legit to acquit. Hey, too legit.
Okay. My brother's really getting in on you.
Hoodie or the mushroom king? I've had the knife taken to me early, man, so calm down.
You're gonna get him too excited.
This is
Okay.
fucking great. Anyway, all right, so let's back to the collecting thing. So yeah, as we've all said, guys, listen, if you're a collector, just collect for the right reasons. Don't collect because everybody else is doing it or what you think is going to make money. It's got to be something that's going to make you happy, and that's what collecting's truthfully all about.
Well, I mean, perfect
I've
example.
got things.
Sorry.
Well, I've got items I never would have thought I would have bought, but I was like, man, it's really cool. I want to own that, and it's not for any other reason. Not because I cared about the line, not because I cared about resale, because I just thought it was cool.
I mean, and sorry to interrupt, Tony, but like, just a perfect example. He's not on the cast right now, but he is in the chat. The NECA King. He started collecting NECA turtles and NECA back in 23, I believe he said. Like, he's relatively new.
Yeah.
And he just found and he bought what he was passionate about. You know, he found it and continued with it. And now he's the goddamn NECA King for good reason.
And I mean, and everybody's collections start somewhere, right? The very first thing that I actively collected was Michael Jordan memorabilia. As a kid, like, I wanted the Michael Jordan cards. I wanted the magazines that he was on. I wanted, like, if Michael Jordan was on something, I wanted to buy that. And then I also realized as I was getting older that I had been collecting Nintendo games. Every time one of my families would upgrade to a different system, they would just give me their old stuff. And I began to realize, okay, well, I'm collecting Nintendo stuff. And then when I started making a conscious decision to collect when I was in college, one of the first things that I bought was all of the season 1 and season 2 Power Ranger things, because when I was a kid I was poor and I couldn't afford any of that stuff. My dad wouldn't buy them for me.
What do you mean as a kid?
What?
I said, what do you mean as a kid?
I mean, yeah, I was poor. That's what I mean.
God.
So, like,
It's like, God damn it, he's got a point.
So, you know, I started collecting that, and then I was like, all right, well, and Beast Wars. Like, when I collect things, I have certain things that I'm trying to do. Like with Beast Wars, I would like one of every character that was featured on the show. All the tertiary characters that they made and put out in the store that never appeared in the show and never had anything to do with anything, I don't care about those, right? Like, I don't need to collect that. I was collecting Spider-Man stuff. For a while when we were in high school, Chris would
take his clothes off.
Chris would get me Spider-Man stuff as gifts because that was what I was collecting, right? So
yeah. So I will tell you this, kind of funny. I remember a 5th birthday party I went to for this buddy of ours. His name was John. Very cool guy. And I didn't have a Sega Genesis, and I wasn't allowed to. This is going to sound really stupid, but my mother was a little weird, and I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons.
Bro,
No, hold
I
up.
thought you were going to say your mother was weird, that she had to buy you gifts for other people's parties.
No. So, like,
I
I
thought
didn't
she
have
was
a Sega
very good.
Genesis.
I thought you were about to go Eric Cartman on this.
No, I had a Nintendo, I had a Sega, but I didn't have a Genesis, right, when that came out, and I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons. So I went to my buddy John's house for a birthday party once, and he really liked Batman, and he would collect the Batman figures, but he was a little embarrassed that he was 5th, 6th grade. You know, you don't want people to know you bought toys still.
yeah.
And I was like, I thought it was cool. So he still wanted the figures. So I bought him a Batman figure. So when it was his birthday and he was opening up his figures, he was like, oh, I got a Batman figure. And he was almost embarrassed. And I'm like, I think it's cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it was cool. And then, like, you know, nobody wants to admit it, but they're all like, we also think it's cool, man. It's fine, you know? So he had the figure, and then we're all hanging at his house. We were eating pizza, you know, because when you're a kid, Pizza Hut was like a big deal. And so we're all having Pizza Hut, and he goes, hey, we're going to watch The Simpsons. We're watching VHS recordings of The Simpsons, and that was the coolest birthday party I'd been to, you know, and we're sitting here having a great time. And I just remember thinking, that's the way collecting should have been. He knew what he liked. He told his buddies, hey, I'm having a birthday. You want, we didn't give gift cards back then. You get presents.
Yep.
So it's like, you know, oh, what do you want for your birthday? Well, I want Batman. So you bought him Batman figures. So he's getting, like, you know, Tech Spec Batman, or he's getting, like, you know, wall climbing Batman. He's getting whatever fucking Batman toy is in the stores at the time.
And there were some badass Batman toys back in the day from the Kenner line. Like, there were some very cool Batman toys.
They really were. And actually, I've got one I'm going to go grab and show you guys. I bought for my brother, and then I bought myself one because I wanted it. And it's from Nightfall, and I'm an Azrael fan. I told you guys a million times. I'm Azrael, Azbat. I love the character. I bought the figure. It's fucking cool. And it was just cool to like be a part of that birthday party and be like, man, that's a collector. And I haven't talked to him today. Now I don't know what he's like now. 20 years later, 30 years later. God, oh my God, 30 years later. I don't know what he's like now. But if I had to guess, that dude's probably still collecting toys. And he's a cool cat. And I might know him now and not even realize I know him now. Because he's changed so much. We've all changed so much. But again, to any collectors out there, man, you don't know why you're doing it, then you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Like, as NECA King says also, right here, if it doesn't bring you joy, it's bringing you down.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think that all of us kind of fell into that trap when we were, that age. It was like, okay, well, now it's not cool to have this stuff anymore, right?
Can't do toys anymore.
And a lot of people got rid of their stuff. And
yep, my stepmother made me sell all mine.
My dad did a lot for me, everything that he could do.
Keep going.
One of the things that I'm most
yes, sir.
I'm most happy about is when I decided that I couldn't have toys anymore because it wasn't cool, my dad's like, you're not getting rid of them. Put them in this tub and stick them in the attic. And so that's the only reason that I still have a lot of my original stuff was because my dad would not let me get rid of it. He told me, put it in the tub, tape it up, stick it in the attic.
So when I got to age, my stepmother convinced me that I needed money, that I had to get rid of toys. I was too old for toys, and money was more important. Sell them all. So I sold a toy box, and it was that Ninja Turtle toy box that had like the graphics on all four sides of the box. The turtles that opened up like a treasure chest. It was that full to the brim, turtles, street sharks, like all my childhood toys, everything in there, gone, $20. Fucking gone. The only things that I still had, I didn't even have, my stepmother gave to my brother. So he had a couple of my street sharks, stuff like that. And I eventually stole it back because I had to do we were in high school. We had to do a project where we had to film. I don't know. Fuck. I think it was Macbeth. We had film segments of Macbeth. So me and the group that I was in, we did a toy version. So I went and got all my toys that Corey still had in his toy box. I stole them back to use for that. I never put them back in his toy box because he didn't fucking deserve them. See. He understands. It's yoink. I took them shits back. Yoink. Fuck that.
DC Direct, I wish you would come back because
where are they?
Batman Nightfall, my favorite Batman series in the comic books of all time. That is the most accurate fucking Jean-Claude Batman from the Nightfall series I've ever seen in a fucking figure. I bought one for myself and one for my brother because I totally forgot about DC Direct. And my brother was like, we were messaging back and forth, and he goes, you should buy me an Azrael from Nightfall. And I go, yeah. And he goes, no, from DC Direct. And I'm like, who? And I'm like, so I looked it up, and I'm like, fuck, I totally forgot about that. They even went as far as, this is the logo for Batman Nightfall, because Batman, when he gets his back broken, that's why the bat signal is shattered. And if you look at the back, Psycho, we were talking about this. Remember I was trying to talk about the League of Assassins and all that? That's Batman when he's training under the League of Assassins.
But Collectibles is still around.
DC Direct in this fashion is not. These quality of figures are not around anymore.
I mean, bring that up with Papa Todd.
Dude, these are fucking gorgeous. They don't have the articulation, but they are gorgeous in their sculpt. I mean...
Yeah, no, it's very accurate.
I don't know how else to say it, man. This is straight out of the fucking comic book.
You see, I don't have any experience with those.
Brother, and I wish I could buy all of them.
The only DC Direct or DC Collectibles, because they swapped names at some point, is all the Arkham figures I have back here. It's all the Arkham Knight, Arkham Origins, Arkham whatever, all the video game Arkham figures, the whole fucking run. So that's the only experience I have with them. So I don't know how they compare to the current DC Collectibles or DC Direct offerings that McFarlane is putting out.
The McFarlane
he owns the company now, so
the McFarlane ones are terrible.
I guess here's my beef, right? Like, again, not trying to like blow the head up too much on this figure, but let's be realistic. It's the articulation. They don't have a lot, and that's okay. But they spent a lot of time on the facial, or on the body sculpt, on the paint sculpt. Everything about this screams, God, that's a very accurate comic book figure.
Yeah.
And it moves enough to make you happy enough, but if you really, I mean, damn, dude, there is like no paint fuck ups on there. It's just a good looking fucking figure.
Well, it's also
Diaz gets it. Yeah, exactly.
What Diaz say?
No, that McFarlane took over management, production, and distribution of DC Direct.
Yeah, and the issue
which is DC
is
Collectibles. But
when DC Direct was making the animated series line, those figures were good. And then when McFarlane started putting them out, while the sculpts are very similar, people say they're the same. I don't think they're exactly the same. They're very similar. The paint application is terrible, right? The figures just don't look good. And the quality that the old ones were, the DC Direct ones, is not there. It's really not.
So that I can't speak on because I don't. The only DC collectible animated figure I have is a Man Bat, and I've never compared it to McFarlane's version of it. But McFarlane also, under the DC Direct, they don't do just the animated series. Like, he does other figures, and they're very much almost the exact same as his DC multiverse he does through McFarlane. So I don't know how those compare because I don't buy them shits to know even how those compare against each other.
So do you remember? And I wish I could tell you, of all times, I wish my brother would join a podcast. He won't, but my brother.
We don't need two Tonys. It's okay.
No, he is not. He is the psycho version of me. So that tells you anything. So if he jumped on right now, he would talk to the explanatory about the DC Direct. So I never owned them, but my brother Johnny used to own the the Superman. He rebought them all recently. The Superman Doomsday Death of Superman line.
Okay.
So they did Superman, they did Doomsday, they did the Eradicator, Boy Superman, because he wasn't called Superboy. They called him Boy Superman before they put him in the comic. And then they did Man of Steel, right? Or they called him Steel, one of the two.
Yeah, they called.
Maybe the comic was called Steel, but he was called Man of Steel, one of the two.
And then you had the robot.
And then Cyborg.
Then you had the robot Superman, yeah.
Yeah, and then you had the Cyborg. So they made figures of all those. Well, my brother, when he had the Cyborg, this was back in the 2000s. That DC Direct figure was worth $300. Now forget it. You can't touch it.
Yep.
Because it was DC Direct Superman. Those figures were worth way more than any of the Batman Nightfalls ever were, which is crazy because if I'm not mistaken, Nightfall was as big or bigger than the Death of Superman line. Because Superman was Superman. Yeah, it's like it was a big deal. It was like, oh, fuck, you killed Superman. Well, all you had to do was come up with some crazy being, right? Some crazy out of this world. Let's be real. You had to come up with a crazy out of this world being that could overpower Superman. You could make that up. Well, with Batman, it wasn't an alien. It wasn't something crazy supernatural power. It was Bane. It was another human injected, only because Psycho knows this. I know you don't know, Chris, but Bane was this like superhuman by injection, right? So basically, steroids, call it what it is.
It was like a morphine pump, except it pumped venom into his body.
Yeah, pumped venom into him. He got big and bulky, and then he fucked Batman up, showing that Batman's a bitch and deals with street level thugs.
Ooh, bitch. He's not a bitch. But if you put Batman with Superman, you've got Superman, who's this super extraterrestrial being, right, from beyond. Let's bring another being from beyond that's stronger than him. Oh, okay, great. He beat his ass. Whatever. Batman was different. Batman was the untouchable. He was the, I have an answer for everything. I have a plan for everything. I have this, I have that. Bane was not in his plan. And so when Bane came along and broke his back and took him out of the game, it was like, fuck, what do we do now?
Yeah, but I think you're oversimplifying things, Tony. While I don't necessarily disagree, you have to remember that the impact of Superman's death was significant because Superman was the first superhero.
He
Uh-huh.
was only gone for like 3 months and came back.
He had been consistently present since the 1930s, and after
Still had hepatitis.
and after 60 years, they killed him, right? And it was a huge deal because in those days, superheroes didn't get killed off, especially
Was he
Superman.
the first to die? Or Jason Todd? Dun dun dun.
Jason Todd died in like 1987, I think it was.
Yeah, that was the answer.
And
Sorry,
then
go ahead.
Superman died in 93, I think.
It was in the 90s. I don't remember when, but yeah.
I remember when he died, my dad went out and bought like a bunch of the comic books. These are going to be valuable someday. And then like 3 months later, Superman came back to life and like all that value is gone.
They were still valuable because you had newsstand, you had the white bag, the black bag.
Oh, yeah, no. He just went to a comic book shop and bought
Sorry,
comics.
Psycho. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, again, Batman was beaten by another human, but Superman, as the world's first superhero, being genuinely killed off, and it was the fact that DC said, listen, we're killing him. It's done. Right? Like, it's time for him to go. And Superman was dead for 5 months in universe. But 7 real-world months. So Superman was dead between the beginning of January and the end of June 1993. He came back in July.
Not
So
enough time to actually miss the bastard.
It was half a year, right? And so it was a significant moment. And Batman didn't die. Bane didn't kill him. He just broke his back, right? So Batman wasn't dead.
He was dead. The idea of what Batman stood for, right? Like, he killed Batman in that because
you didn't read the comics, so that didn't matter. Hold on. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm cutting you off for good reason. So it didn't matter because in the comics, the point of Jean-Claude taking over as Batman was because Bruce did not want the criminals of Gotham to know that Batman had fallen away.
Right.
And in their eyes, Batman still existed through him.
I understand that. But the idea is that Bane did kill Batman, right? As a reader, he killed Batman. You know they did that. They put Jean-Claude, and he went through and did this thing to keep the idea of Batman alive in that world.
Sorry, I keep saying Jean-Claude.
But to be in that world, he lived on with that in the momentum of Batman. But as a reader, he killed Batman. He didn't kill Bruce Wayne like to death, but he killed Batman and what it was. Like, he killed it because he took it out of commission. He was done, right? But he didn't physically, literally kill him like they did Superman.
And this is going to piss Tony off. I've always thought the design of Azrael, especially Azbat, was great. But as far as the comic line goes, I thought Dick Grayson was a better Batman. In Prodigal Son, when...
What?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Jean-Claude, listen, the only reason, in my opinion, and again, it's just my opinion, that people look back on Azbat is because he's so violent and he's so extreme compared with Bruce. People were like, holy shit, this is something completely different.
Hold on. Oh, God. So, first of all, forget about Azbat. Azrael himself, his character is he's supposed to be the Avenger of Justice, right? So he is like a fanatical, I hate to use religion, but really that's the best way to describe it, right? He's like the fanatical religious Batman that comes in.
He's a modern crusader.
He's here to purify the evils of the world.
He was a modern crusader. Yeah.
Right. So he comes. Thank you. I guess for those who are understanding, but when Psycho says Crusader, think of the Crusades and think of the Knights of the Crusades.
Exactly.
So
a Crusader,
is the. What's up?
A Crusader, yeah.
Well, you and I, all three of us might know that. Somebody else reading this or listening is gonna be like, I don't know what he's talking about. So, not a Cape Crusader, motherfucker. We're talking about the Crusades.
Caped, but yeah,
he had a cape on. I know that.
All right, can you all just shut up for a minute? He's the modern version of the Crusades. So anyway, he's a modern knight. But
So he was going around killing people for not believing what he believed in?
Look, I'm not going to tell you you're right. I'm just going to say, listen, Psycho, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I said, listen.
God damn this show. Woo! Tickets out on Spotify. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I understand why you like Azrael, and I understand the design of Azbat was good, but the design of Azrael himself is good, right? My issue is I never thought that he was the fill-in for Batman that I guess they wanted him to be, and I think that they course-corrected, because if I recall correctly, Bruce gets fed up with the way that he's doing things, and even though Bruce is not healed, he can barely do anything, he still beats his ass.
He beats the shit out of Jean-Paul.
And then gives the cowl to Dick Grayson, right? So it's like, yes, Azrael is great, Azbat was great, but in my opinion, I like Dick Grayson as Batman to fill in with Prodigal Son better than Azrael.
So it is Batman's biggest mistake. So Azrael, I love Azrael and I love his character. But Batman realized, first of all, it happens almost immediately because he beats the shit out of Nightwing and damn near kills him.
Yep.
And then he beats the fuck out of Robin.
Yep.
And damn near kills Robin, which should alarm you because if you know lore, you should go, well, hold on a fucking minute. Nightwing went toe to toe with Damian, and Damian is a dangerous bitch. Okay, he's a dangerous motherfucker, but. Two different genres, right? Two different timelines. So, but you've got Batman. I'm sorry, if you've got Nightwing, and then you've got the Robin. Is it Dick
was
at the
Tim
time?
Drake at the time. It was Tim Drake at the time.
It was Tim. I'm sorry, you're right. Before Tim goes off on his own comics called Robin. So you have Tim and you have Nightwing,
which is Dick,
and
Grayson.
They're fucking fighting Azrael, and Azrael's damn near fucking killing them, and then finally. I think when he almost kills Nightwing is when Tim Drake is like, dude, you're going off the rails. Batman would have never approved of this. And I think Jean-Paul Valley, if I remember from the comics, basically goes, Batman was weak and Batman was no longer here, and that is why these things happened. And so he starts going off the deep end, and that's when he re-alters the costume, and Alfred is like, what are you doing? And he's like this fucking ungodly thing with the claw, this is actually the first rendition, change to the bat suit. And then, before all said and done, he's got this wild ass flamethrower, it almost looks like a cross between Azrael and Batman costumes smushed together, except he's got flamethrowers. It's fucking wild. And but if you've never read it, it is probably one of the best reads ever. And I wish there was. I should have bought the reprints because Emerald City Comics in St. Pete has them for Batman Episode 5 or Comic 500, which is the transition of Batman to Azrael. I wish I'd have bought the comics, or if there was a graphic novel, I will buy it because I want to go back and read that. It's such a good story. If you've never read it, phenomenal fucking story for Batman.
And I just like Prodigal Son. I liked when Batman was like, I've had enough of this. I'm not 100%. I'm not even 70%. Beats Azrael's ass. Gives the cowl to Dick Grayson. And I thought Dick Grayson was a great Batman. He was a better Batman than Bruce Wayne in the sense that he learned from everything that Bruce Wayne had done, what worked and what didn't work, and kind of became his own thing. But he wasn't the same as he was as Nightwing, which I also thought was interesting. The type of hero he was as Nightwing was different than what he was doing when he was wearing the mantle of the Bat. And I thought that was cool.
Well, shit, I just lost my piercing. I do like Nightwing. It happens, guys. It comes out. I do like Nightwing and so the way that, in the games, honestly, truthfully, the way, they interject him into the games and, to the Arkham games. And I do like where it's it's almost like Nightwing is, giving shit to Bruce Wayne and to Batman. It's you're fucking stupid. You trained me, dude, and I'm watching you do this, this, and this. What are you doing? And it's almost like he's smarter than Bruce, even though he's not. But he almost portrays I'm smarter than you, Bruce. I can't believe you're stupid enough to do X, Y, Z. Yeah, I'm going to go do patrols with Batgirl. By the way, this shit's getting robbed if you want to go check in on it. It's almost like that kind of vibe. where Nightwing's like, I've learned what I can learn. And then when he meets Damian, he's like, yeah, I can fucking handle him. And then Damian almost beats his ass. And he's got a broken arm. And he goes, yeah, he got the drop on me. It's in the Turtles movie. He's like, yeah, he got the drop on me or whatever. And I don't know. It's done very well. And that Nightwing is just, he's fucking great. His story is awesome. And
I don't want to ignore the chat fully. So, Gustavo, I have no idea what you're talking about. Cobra Commander is sent out messed up. Anybody hear about that?
No.
All right,
Turtles Cobra Commander? Like the Shredder is Cobra Commander, or like
no,
the
I know they recently did a Cobra Commander. I think it was a Comic-Con exclusive where he comes with like the hood and he's got like a crown. I don't know if that's what he's referring to, but that, and Adam is questioning if there was a Batman that wasn't Bruce Wayne. Well, Adam, thanks, joining the show late. If you were here about 5 minutes ago, you would have heard all about the Batman who wasn't Bruce Wayne.
We've had many
Be
people
on time next time, bitch.
pick up the mantle of the Bat.
the Batman that wasn't Bruce Wayne.
Yes. Y'all were just talking about that.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just reading his message.
Okay. So I just don't want to ignore the chat before he got lost or anything.
I don't know. There's a lot to be said. Psycho and I could probably go on forever. But in any case, my original point was these figures are fucking great, and we don't get this quality anymore.
No.
We really don't. And these are awesome, and I might buy a third just to open because, again, As Bad is my favorite. And this fucking paint sculpt, man. His cape, it's not cloth, and I know that's like a big thing now, right? Everybody wants posable cloth. It's molded plastic, but it's molded so fucking well. And it's done in the right way where it looks like a comic. Like, there's the only way to put it. It looks like a comic book figure. I don't know. That's all. That's all I got.
Shit. Cow says moo in the house.
It makes me feel good in my pants. And I'm wearing shorts, so it's weird. Listen, I know Thursday you guys have a whole thing for the new Spider-Man. I've not seen it. I will bow out. I don't want to be a part of the spoilers. My daughter wants to go see it. Rebel Girl wants to see it. I have not seen it. I was going to go see it last night. She got mad. I didn't go. So I'm going to let you guys do your thing. I can't be a part of it. I don't want to fuck it up.
So Thursday, yes. Are we doing that now? Are we pushing shows? Are we out of here soon?
No, I'm just...
Okay.
I'm just talking.
I know if we're plugging for next week already. That's all. All that fun stuff.
We're good. No, I'm just saying, guys, for Thursday.
Touche.
Sorry. 2 fingers. Go ahead.
See? Moo gets it. Just go see it.
Yeah.
And then go see it. But then go see it tomorrow with them. You go by yourself because you're a man, and then you can go see it with them later.
You can tell Rebel Girl I went without her. That's fine.
I'll tell her that even if it's not true to see what happens.
It'll be fine. I'm not married, but I will feel the wrath of divorce again for no reason.
But, so, anything else you want to touch on tonight's topics? Or anything else you just want to discuss? Well, we still got a bit of time. It's not even 9:30 yet.
I don't have a lot of extra content other than some things I heard from the other shows, which was Mondo. We talked about that.
Did you watch the clip I sent you?
I did not.
Good job.
Thank you. I'm just going by like what they were putting up, what RD was putting up. So, or RA, I'm sorry, whatever it is. We had heard that Mondo didn't have the rights for next year. And then you posted something and it's like, well, no, Mondo does. Or no, vice versa? The other way around.
Well, I don't know what they put up. So what's going on with Mondo? Now, unless Attack Peter, who's like, he works for them, he seems like a really cool guy. I'd love to get him on our show sometime. He'd probably be fucking awesome. But he's very South Florida, quick talk, and he's sporadic. Almost like he's got like ADD, like he's all over the place. But cool guy. He said on Toy Anxiety 2 weeks ago now that Mondo, that everything that they showed for Turtles at the con, including the Bebop and Rocksteady 2-pack, the Foot Soldier that they showed, and then one other figure they haven't announced yet that is near completion, will all be out this year because they are not releasing any Turtles next year. And he even says in the clip that Mattel kind of wants like a clean floor to be brought out on, and then after that, they'll revisit what they can do the year after, type of thing. So the fact that he said that, and that's where we kind of been speculating with NECA, the same thing, that they didn't lose it, like they're just being put on hold until everything's done with Mattel. Then you have Super 7 essentially saying the same thing, that Mattel kind of just wants an open field to not have competition for their initial release. So it's like nobody's lost a license. They're just kind of told, hey, you guys can't do anything right now until Mattel's done with their drop. That's where it's going. Well, like that's where it's going, but I guess Reluctant Adults said one thing and now they've retracted their statement saying something else, but
I didn't want to throw their name out there, but yes. So Paul and Bill, that's what they posted up recently, man. I mean, guys, if you're listening, which I know you're not, but if you were, listen, you guys said that. You guys said that, like, Mondo was done, and then you just retracted and said, Mondo's not done. So, I mean, I don't know where you're getting your information from, but
I wouldn't be surprised if they watched the same show I watched, Toy Anxiety, because they've mentioned the guys on there before. They probably saw the exact same clip and just misunderstood or didn't fully hear what he said, ran with what they heard, and then maybe they got corrected that they didn't lose the license. You know what I mean?
Right.
It could be something like that, or they watched back the segment and saw it. Shit, he didn't see what he really said was this type of thing. I don't know. I can't speak for Paul and Bill.
I don't know. We don't talk to them too much, and again, like, I don't know. We haven't had them on. I'm just going by what I've heard from them. But here we go. Hold on. For those in the chat, what is this? There will be no molded cape that can match Spawn's cape. I assume you mean the one from the Spawn 1990 figure that would spread out. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. Or that one is multi-posable. It's not molded. The one where Spawn was up on top of the... I still don't own it. Spawn's on top of the steeple, the church steeple. You guys remember that one? The old Spawn figure?
No.
It was huge. It was like 22 inches. His whole cape would expand.
Yeah, no idea.
Oh my god, it's got to be that one.
I mean, I just bought like the Predator from Predator 2 where he comes on the gargoyle that I can hang on my wall. I just got that. It'll be here in a couple of days. It's almost the same thing, but it's cooler. This
one's pretty good. This one's from Cal. What was your biggest regret purchase? I can tell you what mine is, but...
So, Cal is actually the one who asked me earlier about, or asked me the information about, for new collectors and advice for them. He was the one who had inquired. My biggest regret purchase? Shit.
She's in the other room, I thought.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus, that was a great purchase. I had to bid on it, but I got it.
It's a person. Let's not be ridiculous.
Gotta catch it. Oh.
That is... I can't think of anything I really regret buying. God damn it. Now you gotta make me think. I wish you asked me this like earlier in the cast. I could really thought about it. Like,
I can tell you mine was a fucking 300% scale Terrordrome. Spent $1,300 fucking dollars on a 3D printed Terrordrome. I had no G.I. Joes to put in it. I had no business buying it. I literally bought it because it was big and stupid and looked cool, and I'm like, I gotta fucking own it. Yep.
Same reason you bought the cat slayer too.
3 years later.
Right?
Oh yeah, my cat slept in it like repeatedly.
No, but isn't that also the same reason you bought the cat slayer too? That you've done 100%. Nothing with?
Yeah.
That's fucking funny.
It's gone. Cat slayer sold too, by the way. That's all gone, guys. Fuck yourselves.
Awesome. Congratulations.
I have the tank still. I'm gonna keep that. I need something to put in it though. Yes, Cal, $1,300.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of like any big regret purchases.
I guess that's
because like I'm real selective on what I do buy. You know what I mean? I don't just like walk out there and just purchase some random shit most of the time. And if I do, it's something like small. So like I'm not gonna regret a purchase if I spent like $20 on it. Like, all right, it is what it is.
I'm an idiot. I'll pay cash or swipe a card all day long for something stupid if I think it's cool at the moment. That's how I got married the first time.
I've seen you do just that a few times. Walk in a toy show, Tony's like, man, that's really fucking cool. What is it? No, I know what it is, but I don't collect it at all. But that's cool. I think I'm gonna buy that whole thing.
I can't believe I haven't bought the fucking Dino Rider. Damn, the damn Brontosaurus or Brachio, whatever the hell it is. I've seen it twice, complete. Could have bought it.
Man up and buy that shit. But yeah, no, I can't think of anything. Psycho, you got anything? Your biggest regret purchase?
Where's your kid?
To be
Yeah,
honest,
see, exactly. That's hard.
yeah, I mean, to be honest,
I know we're trying to draw out the time, but not that much. You can spit it out. It's
no,
fine.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really buy a lot of things that I don't want, so I can't point to one thing as something that I wish I hadn't bought. I don't know.
Honestly, Tony, I thought you were about to show off the butthole. I was like, here comes a butthole shot.
So Truffy, all right. So here's a story. I'm sorry, Psycho, but
No, you're good.
that's Truffle's risotto. If you don't know, so Truffy, I was building my Lego the other night. I was finishing my this one, my STF1 Lego, and so I have the book out in front of me, and I got parts out in front of me, and she's like slowly creeping her way towards the instruction book because I'm not paying attention to her. And when I push her away and I go, Truffy, stop. I push her. She goes on the opposite side of me where the book is here. There's parts in front of me. She's in front of that. She loafs in front of it. If you have a cat, you know what loafing is. And then she takes her paw and she's doing this. Grabbing pieces slowly. He'll never fucking see me. Like to grab the piece and eat it. I'm like, Truffy. And she has one eye's fucked up, right? So she's like,
What the fuck did you do to your
trying to
cat?
grab it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. This went on all night until I finished the fucking Lego. And then I'm like, Truffy, go do something.
Like, how long have you had that cat? Did you, like, find it, like, 20 years ago and take it to the pet cemetery? Like, what the fuck happened?
No, we rescued her. She, the poor thing was found with all of her brothers and sisters, like, under a trailer or something. So we got her, but she's inbred. She's Siamese, purebred Siamese, and most purebred Siamese are inbred.
Well, most purebred anything is inbred, yeah.
So she has one eye that's, like, normal, and her other eye's like, I can't even do it. And she's sweet as shit, but she's also a fucking nightmare. She wants to be involved in everything, so...
And possibly The Walking Dead. So, cool.
Yeah, she's a weird fucking cat. Sorry, guys.
It's your show, man.
It's a show. How about that? All right, what else we got? This is a shorter one, guys. It's been an hour and a half. We don't really have a lot of content, so what else we got?
I don't think there's anything else.
Yeah.
I do want to bring up, I did go out and buy this past weekend, Psycho, all of the Reignition Power Rangers.
Okay, what'd you think?
So
Why?
I know, I'm sorry. I did find one Walmart.
Did we just
had
get like a section of this episode about, putting limits and rules for yourself not to buy shit you don't want?
I'm so sorry about my life choices.
So was it the Zords or was it the figures?
No, Zords. So I found one of the fucking lion
Okay.
sold out otherwise.
I thought there was going to be another Tiger Zord joke in here, but I guess we've moved past that.
So the lion is apparently the one that's hardest to get. Everybody's like complaining about it. The legs are easy. The bird is easy. The white tiger Zord is easy. The red dragon Zord is the next hardest, but he's not really that hard. But the lion one, for some reason, I don't know if it's in poor supply. I don't know the reasoning behind it. But I found one in the Walmart I went to, and I got lucky as shit because I had gone to 2 Targets already. I had gone to the Walmart website, and that's the only reason I knew we had them in stock, because the Walmart website was like, hey, it'll ship to you. It'll be there today by 10 p.m. I'm like, that means it's at my local Walmart. So I went to my Honey Hole Walmart, which is like in the middle of nowhere. Nobody goes to it. They're the only ones that have the Power Ranger display up. That's where I found the lion one, so I bought it. Because people are scalping it now.
So,
Because
just want to answer Moo's question. Yes, the Terradrome was a toy show purchase.
Yes. I can remember when Weezy and I looked at it, and I'm like, that's really cool. And Weezy's like, you should buy it. And I'm like, nah, I don't need it. 2 days later, I bought the Terradrome. What the fuck? Why, man? Why'd you buy that?
I walked in, I saw it. I'm like, yo, this thing's fucking badass. I don't collect G.I. Joe, so I have no interest. So I was talking to the guy about it because he 3D printed it. I'm like, I walk over and tell him, hey, did you see that fucking G.I. Joe Terradrome fucking printed? No. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking huge. It's over there. We go looking at it. And I'm like, yeah, you should buy that. What am I going to do with it? I don't fucking know, but you should buy it, though. It's only, he wanted $1,500 for It's like, well, I don't know. And the guy keeps talking to Tony about it. And then later on, I hear, if you throw an extra 50, I'll deliver it to you. Like, did you buy? He's like, it.
Yep. No fucking reason. He shows up to my house. I'm like, I had to take off the back doors of my house to get it in. And then I had to put it on my dining or my kitchen table. So I didn't have a table to eat at for like a good almost 3 years. It's good stuff. Oh, we got a new person. Oh, it's El Cajon. What's up, man? Dude,
man.
We haven't seen you in the longest time. How are you? El Cajon Retro.
Yeah, I saw him at the last show. He was at his table selling, so I didn't want to bother him.
Dude, he's cool as shit. He's always got the coolest stuff, man. He's always buying cool shit, posting cool videos. And his wife smiles and laughs at him the entire time.
Sounds right. Adam asked, or he wants to talk about how the Green Ranger is way better than the White Ranger. And then to which Moo said, White Ranger is the best because Adam's a bitch. So, do you have any thoughts on which Tommy's better there, Tony?
I don't, actually.
They're both the same fucking guy. The only difference is that obviously the Green Ranger started off as a villain, right? Whereas the White Ranger was a good guy the entire run. So I feel like that makes the Green Ranger a little more, interesting because he was a villain at first.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, great, good talk. Psycho left, you're going, yeah. But nothing. Yeah, Psycho drilled another hole in a wall. So,
sorry, I was reading something. I'm like, wait, what? Sorry, and I got somebody's like trying to text me about the show too at the same time. I'm like, fuck.
No, I haven't seen He-Man. I'll watch it eventually, but I didn't care enough to actually pay money to go see it. So once the local library gets it, I'll rent it and check it out. But Tony, you saw it though, and you really enjoyed it, didn't you?
I'm sorry. Yes, it was fucking
He-Man.
awesome.
Thanks for being
sorry,
part of the conversation.
I'm sorry. There's like 3 things going on. Yes, He-Man was awesome. I love it. My daughter loved it. The toys are fucking cool. If you didn't grab onto, I'm waiting for the Dragonfly to go on clearance, but all the toys went on clearance except for that piece.
Were you able to order the Jim Bro Skeletor, or were you not going to get that?
I didn't get it. Johnny got it. Johnny 5. I did order the actual Havoc staff.
How about
that thing's fucking cool.
What was the other one? Date Night Skeletor or something? There's like another Skeletor where he's like in a velvety purple suit.
Yeah, it is, and it's fucking hilarious. Did you watch the movie?
No, I just said I haven't seen it because I don't care enough to spend money on it.
It doesn't matter. Watch the movie. It's great.
Once the library gets it, I'll watch it. Why are we hating?
I don't know. Where's Psycho?
I don't.
I said I'd be right back.
No, you figure you drill the hole again.
Yes, I did. I drilled a hole. Absolutely. That's why it didn't disconnect me. It just took my video off.
Why you got to try and get 2 technical jokes. So, I mean, yeah, no He-Man for me. Not yet, at least. I'll watch it eventually.
It's awesome. I love it. I wish it was like more popular. Again, it's just one of the best things I've ever fucking seen.
I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was good.
Tony hasn't watched fucking Brand New Day yet. So I didn't know you had seen it. You did see He-Man?
I did.
Psycho?
Yep.
Yeah.
So one of the best things is, and my daughter cracks up every fucking time. So when he's like, I fist guys! And they're like, yeah, you do! And they're all like, it's such a shitty joke, but it's funny. And then there's a scene where they're all fighting in the courtyard. And he's like, I'm gonna fist him! And it's Fisto. And he goes, give him head, Ram Man! And they're all like, what the fuck? Watch that shit in the theater. Everybody was like, what the fuck? Like, everybody stopped for a minute like, that was hilarious. Because it was absolutely staggeringly funny. I don't know. It was great.
I'm surprised more people didn't complain about that online.
I'm surprised also, but it was fucking hilarious. But in any case,
there you go. Joe watched Brand New Day today, and it was great because Joe's going to be on with us Thursday night. We're not going
down that route. I haven't seen it yet. I have a Tiger Zord and the Falcon Zord. Hold on. I have Tiger Zord and Falcon Zord. White Ranger had a longer run. He doesn't have the same aura that the Green Ranger has. Well, one of them had a bigger dick. Psycho, really? Oh, here's...
I can't with you sometimes.
You can with me all the time. You just choose not to.
No. Nope.
So, Tony, whose was bigger?
I'm going to definitely go with the green one because he was a little darker than the white one. Woo! This is why we're not monetized. Throwing that out.
Shit.
We got 7 viewers. Let's fucking roll.
Wow.
I think with that, we should probably call it a night and be done. That's what I think.
Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. We had a great time. You guys want to go ahead and plug for Thursday? No pun intended.
Yeah. So Thursday on Collector's Hideout, we're going to be doing a special episode because I've been wanting to talk about it for like a week and a half now, but I've been trying to give everybody a chance to fucking see the movie before we start talking spoilers. Even though like the director and the production team like were spoiling the shit out of it like the Monday after release. But we're going to be talking Spider-Man Brand New Day. I've invited Joe to come on because I knew Tony said he wouldn't be here because he hasn't watched it yet. So I figured between Psycho, Joe, and myself, we could have a good, in-depth, spoiler-heavy fucking conversation. And then also maybe some predictions or questions as to where the future lies for the next Spider-Man movies or even the rest of the MCU and how things are going to shake out a little bit with those worlds. So Joe sent me a Spider-Man 3D file to print for Tony. And I guess Tony looked at it and Tony's like, yeah, the guy has a lot of expensive shit in his collection or something. But the Spider-Man, he's bent over posed with a giant fucking eggplant print on his leg. Tony didn't even notice.
So I want to put it out there before anybody says anything. I have suggested to Wheezy more than once. For those of you out there that are watching, would you watch a show that is strictly horror movie review? Would you watch it? We would do it. I have suggested it. I want to do it. I'm looking for people to join. I want to do a horror movie review podcast. It is just horror movies. Whether it be live while we're watching it, which could be hard to do, but it could be snippets.
That would be a reaction video more than a review video.
Psycho is not part of this. So anyway, throwing it out there, if you're down, you want to watch it, you think it's something to be cool, drop it. We got 2 already. Drop it in the comments. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Well, hold on. Moo doesn't watch horror movies when he's alone, all right? He doesn't have a say in this. He's got to have somebody sit on the couch next to him to watch a horror movie, all right?
I'm just throwing it out there. But in any case, we are done. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Psycho and Wheezy have their thing going on Thursday. I cannot join. I have not seen it. But in any case, that's all we got. So, Wheezy, as always, no tips, motherfucker!